Hey guys, this is Musings of Maverick. I'm Maverick, and today we're going to be reacting to Bunny Girl Senpai Episode 5. So this is a continuation of my last episode where I reacted to Episode 4. And so just to quickly recap, in Episode 4 we get introduced to this new girl who's apparently her problem, if you will call it that, is that she has the ability to essentially stop time, or not quite stop time, but repeat time. So if she gets into a situation that she doesn't want to face, then she can just reverse and then live the same day over and over and over again. And Sakuda, our main character, also relives the day with her. So apparently Sakuda is something special. Why? We don't know. Probably has something to do with the girl that he met who brought him out of his, shell, right? And I forgot about her name as well. Yonko? Or Shoko? Yeah, I believe it was Shoko, right? So, I mean, we're probably going to see her in the future anyways, so we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anyways, so in the last episode, we got to know this new girl's abilities, and so apparently because in order to not make her freak out and then relive the same day over and over again, she wants to be in a fake relationship with Sakuda so that she can avoid getting asked out by the guy who her friend has a crush on. Right. So, anyways, we're going to just go right into the episode. And I actually quickly checked, and so the beginning of the episode is the opening. So we're just going to go directly to when the opening is over and into the episode. So, without further ado, in 3, 2, 1, go. So I believe... Why is he in his underwear? What? Is this some SM play? What is with these two? Uh, Although, I have to agree, I think it's for... But are you guys actually dating or what? Kiss her? Yeah, you can see her panties, right? Are you two actually dating or not? And he sniffed it. Is nobody going to talk about the fact that he's in his underwear? Like, Oh, I agree. She's cute. Hmm? Yosuke. So, a stereotypical jock? Hmm. Why are you making this so... For a line, I guess? You... Okay. Okay. You know, one of my pet peeves is actually, you know, my girlfriend actually being glued to her phone in her group chat when we're on a date or something. So, you know, this kind of gets on my nerves, actually. I can see. Ah. I mean, I assume that Sakuta is going to try to get her to maybe not put so much emphasis on her, on like her friends and friend chat and whatnot. Yeah, that's a point. Huh. So I guess it's kind of different from the normal way that things go, right? Normally it would be like, oh, I hate how I turned out, to something like this. And now, so apparently she actually really likes the current her. Completely unacceptable. Such a ditz. Oh, and so now she has a cold? Well, oh my god, you are so annoying. How does that work? Yeah. Ah. Okay, so 1 week has passed. She should be back now? Okay. The guy that she has a crush on. And close the door. Yeah, I knew it! That's rolling the dice. I'm thinking of Goblin Slayer right now. Trial period. So he's the one saying that? No. So is he going over to? And he's gonna get... Ooh, nice. Oh, nice! Dang. That did not go the way I thought it would go. So they're really going to go for it with the entire first term? You've really fallen for him? Huh? Oh. Damn. Okay, I'll see you guys with my review in a second. Alright, and now we are back with the review portion of episode 5, Bunny Girl Senpai. So, the beginning of this episode went better than expected, right? So, it's not actually one of those, one of those kinds of rom-coms where the main girl, the tsundere type of main girl, gets all whiny and stuff and then doesn't want to listen to the main character or the male lead and, just gets into her own fit of jealousy. So actually, Mai is very collected, composed, and their interactions are hilarious as usual, non-stop verbal flirting from Sakura. So, everything went better than expected, and it seems that Mai has, somewhat accepted this situation. Although, again, it's sort of like on her as well, since she keeps on, either because being shy or whatnot, just didn't accept. Well, actually, to be fair, she did accept. It's just that because the entire day was written over, so then she, that didn't happen, right? It didn't happen, and she has no memories of it happening, actually. Because if you remember correctly, so the time when she did accept, accept Sakura's confession and decide to date him. That was in the previous one. And then when they reset again, although Sakura was supposed to go find her, instead he met up with Koga, and they, and the rest is history, as we say. So, I guess they're now in a fake relationship for the first term of the school year, right? And so they went out on a date. So, like I mentioned during the episode, I've had girlfriends who act just like her, and it really gets on my nerves. One of my pet peeves is when we're in a restaurant or, we're just walking along talking and then, my girlfriend is glued to a phone or something. I don't, when I feel like when I'm in a date, I do my best to not use my phone. I just feel like it's disrespectful, and if we're going to use our phones, why come out in the first place, right? Although it could be just me, because I'm sure that plenty of other couples, they, I mean I've seen plenty of couples myself who, even though they're together and then they're doing their own stuff, I guess it can also work that way. It's just that I don't really like that feeling. And she is super conscious of, group dynamics. She doesn't want to be left out. She doesn't want any bad rumors to start about her. Just very typically teenage girl stuff. I mean, maybe not even teenage. I'm sure that even as far as my experience goes, even when people get into college or heck, even the first few years of entering the workforce, they still have this kind of mentality to them. Generally, people will start to mellow out from maybe 25, 26 and onwards. Some people never mellow out, that they just need that. It's an innate need to them. For me personally, since I was always more of a introvert in the first place, I'm just like, think whatever you want, dude. That's your problem, not mine. Not that I'm condoning anybody who wants to be, the life of the party or to be loved by everyone. It's not for me, right? It's just not for me. So that's why, Koga does kind of get on my nerves. But like Sakura said, she's cute, so I'll forgive her, right? Guys. And, they are actually, low-key flirting with each other, right? So part of it is also Sakura's own personality, and, there is some dynamic there. And the foreshadowing that Mai said, where, I hope that this pretend or this fake is not going to turn into serious or real, right? So my thoughts immediately go to Nisekoi, which is, also started out as two fake lovers, and then eventually, right, they fell in love with each other, and that's that. So probably it's going to be like a similar situation here. It's pretty obvious that that Koga is already falling for Sakura. Sakura probably still only really has his mind set on Mai, so it's gonna be another one of these, even though the main character has already made up his mind a long time ago, there's going to be countless other girls alongside the way who have no chance, but, still try their hardest. And so, even though we may all have our best girl and root for that girl, it doesn't matter in the end because the decision has already been made, as per 99% of all harem anime and manga, right? So that is actually one of my pet peeves as well, where most harem works don't actually end in harem, but whatevs, right? So, but again, like I said, I feel like Sakura reminds me a lot of Arata from Trinity 7 in the way that he interacts with the different girls, right? He's definitely not, one of those dense main characters or the kind that, blushes or gets embarrassed anytime he comes close to seeing a girl naked or gets into compromising situations. Like, he's not that kind of main character. He's the cool, collected, and he can crack perverted jokes back. Those kind of characters. And that is a 2 thumbs up for me. I absolutely love his character. And then we get into Okay, so before we get into the fight, there was a scene with Futaba where, you know, we know that he likes the male friend of Sakuta, Ku Kunumi, I think. Uh, if you think I'm bad with names, I'm even worse with male names. So we have this little situation there where she's always like, don't read the mood, don't make it so that he learns of my true feelings and whatnot. And like I said, it's basically just setting up. There's gonna be an episode or an arc that's gonna concentrate on Futaba. She is gonna come down with some sort of adolescent syndrome, which Sakuta will have to resolve. And you know, maybe in the end that those two do get together. It's certainly a very plausible way of resolving things, and it would be par for the course in regards to, you know, anime norms or manga norms. So you know they have that side, but we can just observe it for now. It's probably not going to. I'm guessing that once we resolve Koga's situation, it's probably next one probably won't be Futaba yet. Typically, these kinds um, are allowed a bit more time to cook, right? So near the end or something. Although if we go by the opening, you know, the if we go by the opening and how each girl comes in, maybe the next girl is gonna be Futaba. But anyways, let's take care of Koga's situation first. And so and that brings us to the climax of this episode, right? The fight. So basically, that dude that Koga was trying to avoid, that jock, starts spreading some bad rumors about Koga because, you know, he was rejected. So he feels he needs to tell these kinds of rumors to, you know, lower the reputation of Koga, and so that he himself uh, doesn't get quite as big of a effect, right? So instead of being rejected by a by a kohai, you know, by your junior, instead you can say, no, it's actually Koga is such a such a bitch. She sleeps around and whatnot, and I did the right things. I did not touch her, right? I stayed away from her, and you know, build his own reputation based on that. So then they got into the fight, and I have to say it went a lot more differently than I originally thought. So typically these kinds of fights, the male MC would have some kind of, you know, heroic charge or whatnot, only to be mercilessly punched, or you know, he would fail miserably, right? Because come on, he's a normal guy going up against a jock, one of the best on the basketball team, right? So even if he doesn't know how to fight, he's physically much stronger than Sakura would be. But instead, he uses his brain. He uses his brain, so he faked fighting him, but instead he kicked his shin, and kicking somebody's shin really hurts. So we can see that that jock was already in tears, and then he went out and gave him the big old boot to the face and said, "Ha, you're so uncool. I have shit on my shoes, and now you're a shit face." So it went completely differently. I thought it was gonna be like he's gonna get beaten up, but then something's gonna happen to resolve the situation, and you know how typically other anime do it. But in this case, you know, Sakura was cool the entire time. Yeah. I did not expect him to be able to fight back so admirably. So it was nice. It was nice. But that's really about it. And as we can see in the final scenes, it seems that Koga is falling for him, right? Well, big shocker there when it's hinted that much in the episode already. So, yeah, let's see. It seems that they're still going to continue to pretend for a term. I'm not sure whether, you know, their relationship or this arc is going to be resolving itself within that first term of a school year, or they're going to resolve it even earlier. And you know, with the foreshadowing in the last few seconds, where Koga is like, okay, Mai is going to be my enemy. There's gonna be more drama. That much we can guarantee. Alright, final thoughts. One final thought I have is regarding the ending, actually. so I did not quite catch that last episode. But as it turns out, and actually in the first few episodes as well, but as it turns out, in episodes 1 to 3, which are Mai-centric, the ending was sung by Mai, the voice actor who voiced Mai. And all the end credits, during the ending credits, the girl that was within the ending credits was Mai. But starting from last episode, since now the arc is going to be focused on Koga, it's Koga's voice actor that sang the ending. And if you look at the ending scenes, where the credits roll, but there's still some background images or background animation, it changed from Mai to Koga. So, are they going to do this for every single girl? Wow. But again, even if they do something like this, I still feel that the way this anime is going, it seems pretty clear to me that the final girl will be Mai, right? I am like 99% sure it's going to be Mai, because first girl typically always wins, and that's just how it goes. But anyways, that concludes my thoughts for this episode. Let me know if you guys have anything you want to add or would like me to touch on a particular subject. If not, I'll see you guys in the next episode. So stay tuned. Bye bye.